Hello, it's Jonathan again, DJ Puff the Third. You remember I was at the memorial at Sandilands? Well, that bag that I picked up, well, that fabric thing, it turned out to be what appeared to be a 1990s Nike small rucksack. But when I opened it up, there was a moth pupa in it. So, looks like I've got another pet. I'm not exactly sure what kind of moth it is, but I've just got some leaf mould from out the back in the garden, and I'm going to make in the wood chip in the corner of that terrarium. I'm going to make a divot. I'm going to put some compost in, or leaf mould, and I'm going to put the fella in the middle of it. So even when the flutterbies have gone away, eventually this moth will probably emerge, but I need to remember that I need to keep it moist, because I think I've made that mistake in the past when I was a kid and I've just left it and it's been too dry and they've just gone to a husk. So what I need to do, I'm going to make a hole, fill it in with a load of organic matter, and then I'm going to put the fella in, cover it up again, and then we'll just have to maybe put one of them little glass bauble things in that's got the water in. Used to be an electric solar light, and then put a bit of water in it so it evaporates water, keeps it moist in there. Anyway, I'm going to turn it round and we're going to put some soil into the back of the terrarium for this moth pupa. Be interesting to see what it comes out as. It was a hairy one, that's for sure. Right, we'll make it the back. That should be enough. We've got some good composted organic matter here. It's desperate to fall on the floor, as you know, or anywhere but where I want to put it. That's a big lump. Try and break it up. And at the end anyway, I can just use the wood chip as mulch or something. See, look, it's all. It was never going to be tidy, was it? There is no worms in this, I'm afraid, because this came from a compost bin that was directly on top of asphalt. So there's no exchange from the compost to the ground, unless some worms got in via the wet surface. Look at this, it was never going to be clean, was it? See, it's just ending up everywhere. Gonna have to take the lid off now. Anyway, that should be enough, but I've got to cover it again. So that's quite moist as it is. Let's get the little fella. He's quite mobile. It was a hairy one. Oh, can feel his tail going. Yes, he was a hairy one. I wonder. He had a big head. See, he's moving about. What we'll do, we'll put him smack in the middle. There you go. Oh, he's very excitable. This moth. Get rid of this bag. Right. More compost. Oh, you see, it's just going everywhere. It's good compost, it's just it hasn't had any worm activity. And the process of it rotting has been different to the one in my corner. And I eventually moved that compost bin and then to the other end of the block, and then it disappeared. Someone had it away. It's just a big mess, isn't it, really? It's just as well I've got an in-house cleaner now, isn't it? You can see the eggshells in here. I tell you to put eggshells in the compost, but the truth is that the stuff doesn't break down. If I do put eggshells in the compost, I tend to put them in a pestle and mortar first and break them down into a fine powder. That is probably more than deep enough. That'll do. Right, now what I said I was going to do, one of these things. Which used to be the top of a light, basically. Now I don't really want any caterpillars falling into it, so I'm going to have to turn it to an angle at the back. Almost. There we are. And that should be alright, bar having to spray it slightly. So that should be quite interesting. We'll find out what that moth turns out to be. I used to do that with lime hawk moths when I was a kid, when I was much younger, but as I said, shove it there, on this rubber plant. As I said, I think I would probably have had to mist it or keep them moist, and I didn't. Whoa! I didn't at the time, so I've got to get rid of all this crap now. That's what happens when you have to do it with one hand, and you can bet they're all falling on the floor now. No, they seem to be hiding, which is good. I'll just throw this out. Almost done. Hoping that tonight I'll be well enough to go to the dev meet on Gaia Online. We'll have to see. Shove this back in. Oh. See, it was never going to be easy, was it? Oh, there you go. And now I've got to check to see if any of them have fallen down. Come on, come on, that's it. And I think we're good. They've all stuck around. The caterpillars, the tortoiseshells have all stuck around. So even when these are done and all the flutterbys are fluttered, we've got a moth in there. And that will probably take a little bit longer. See, too zoomed in again. That'll probably take a little bit longer. Early autumn it might emerge. Anyway. Hey, another small pet project. Keeping an eye on that moth and see what it turns out to be. I have to remember to keep it nice and damp in there. Not sure if I'll find any more, but probably just that one. And I've not done that for a while. Anyway, I think I'll end it there. Bye for now.